Hey friends, welcome to the School of Hard Knocks. My name is Darcie and I'm a proud multi-graduate of the school we call life. This is your place to get unstuck from trauma and stuck in your healing. Go grab your favorite drink, get yourself nice and cozy, and let's walk this journey together. Just a quick reminder. This podcast shares personal stories and lived experiences. It's not therapy. It's not counseling or legal advice. If you need professional help, please reach out to a licensed provider. Why does making friends as an adult feel so awkward, even when you click instantly with someone? So I had this thought today as I was doing one of my car chats with Darcie that I often do about why we are not taking more of an opportunity when we have it presented to us. So I was thinking, I remember how many times just standing in line at the grocery store, at Target, the lines are long and people are just standing, shifting, hip to hip, and you just start having a conversation. Your eyes meet and typically one of you says, "Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that they don't have another cashier working." Then the other person's like, "I know, it's so crazy busy in here." And then the conversation goes on. If the conversation goes on and you're having that feeling of happiness and, camaraderie and the fluidness of something that feels right, why would it be so awkward to say, "Hey, you know what? I've actually really enjoyed this conversation. Would you like to exchange socials?" I mean, that's the thing now, right? It's not like back in the day. "Would you like to exchange your phone number?" But now it's exchanging socials. "Hey, you should look me up on Facebook. What's your name on Facebook?" Why would that be so awkward? The fact of the matter is friendships when you're in school happen naturally. When you're a kid, you're in school, you're doing activities, you're playing with the kids in the neighborhood. You're introduced by other friends from your school friends. As adults, we have schedules, we have responsibilities, and self-protection does get in the way. We're afraid of feeling like we're going to be embarrassed or somebody is going to say, "No, I'm not looking for a new friend," which would be kind of bizarre. So since I've been caregiving for my dad, it really has changed my ability to be more of a social butterfly. Eric and I used to do a lot of different things. We would go out quite often with our friends and, have dinner and go to movies and take walks and hang out with people. We used to actually have themed parties at our house. And having my dad home really limits us on what it is that we're able to do, which created more of this sheltered and less socially open availability for myself. Even sometimes where I felt like when I was out in public, I'd be like, "Oh gosh, I hope nobody talks to me." And I was never like that before. Today I had the opportunity to go ahead and have a coffee with a few of the women that I'm in a group with, a women's group. And they meet up once a month or once a week. I'm not sure because this is my first time. And I pushed myself to go. I had to get up early this morning. I left before my dad was even out of bed. And I drove over to the coffee shop and I was greeted by a woman that I've already made friends with that I love dearly. If she hears this podcast, she already knows who I'm talking about. You know who you are, Jen. But I was greeted by her and then the woman that I was originally going to meet with. And then the third one joined and it was me and three women sitting there having a conversation, and I couldn't believe how fast my ability to fit in socially came back to me. I mean, so much so where I was so excited to be able to talk to people, I couldn't wait until it was my turn to chime in or my turn to respond back to a question. It's been a long time since I felt excited about being around other people besides just my own little unit. A lot of that awkwardness just comes from the fear of rejection. What if they think I'm weird? The fear of being judged. What if I come on too strong? The fear of inconvenience. Well, I don't really have time anyway. We need to normalize this fear. If you've ever stood in a store and wanted to connect but froze, you're not alone. We all have that internal fear. So the coffee shop today was wonderful. I went in for a connection with, I thought, one woman, and I ended up leaving with 3 different conversations. Besides that, I had actually referred my chiropractor over to one of the women that I met at the coffee shop today, and then sat there with her while she went through her appointment to offer support, to offer encouragement. It was really cool to become that social butterfly that I was before my dad's injury. And the joy of rediscovering that spark. I came home and I told Eric, I said, oh my gosh, babe, that's what I need to be doing. I need to be around people. I am a people person and I love being a people person. Maybe you're not that person. Maybe you enjoy just going out every now and then, or you have your 1 or 2 people, and you know what? That's okay. As long as you're staying consistent with your 1 or 2 people. Mental health and belonging equal friendships and combat isolation. So confidence and growth, friends push us outside of our comfort zone, typically. And healing is a community for medicine. So be the one that breaks the ice at the line at Target or the coffee shop or the gym. Be the one who says, oh my gosh, I can't believe they only have 2 checkers here and it's super busy because it's Friday. But of course, football's coming. Let them say what they want to say. Oh yeah, football. My husband can't wait for that. Oh, do you watch football? No, not much of a fan. Oh, really? For me, we're huge Packer fans. We go crazy at our house. Do you guys have parties? Have a conversation. Keep it light. Suggest exchanging socials instead of phone numbers. Don't worry so much about being rejected. First of all, we're adults, and I've worked with women in my space and network marketing who have said, that's one of the hardest things for me is I'm afraid of rejection. Rejection is something that's, if you counted how many times a day that you're rejected that you're probably not even aware of, because it doesn't have anything to do with you. It has to do with the other person. For me, rejection can be even as simple as somebody didn't hold a door for me at a store. Men used to hold doors for women all of the time. Now, a lot of the times they don't. A lot of times they do. I will say that. I actually do have it happen more often than not. But I've never one time been like, oh, I bet you he didn't hold the door for me because I'm not 110-pound, 5'10", blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl. Though he probably didn't hold the door for me because he's running inside and has to take a poop and grab a moat and do it a bag of chips and a sandwich before he runs back to his truck to get to work. It's not you. It's not you. It's never you. It's never you. No doesn't mean you're unworthy. It just means maybe they're in a stage where they are the 2-person friend and they're afraid to get out of their comfort zone. Look for those little micro moments, repeated faces that you keep seeing at the store while you're walking your dog, when you're at a book club or you've been invited to something. So here's my challenge for you. This week, strike up one new conversation and see where it goes. You might meet your new best friend at the grocery store. Friendships don't have an age limit. Sometimes the most healing thing you can do is invite someone into your life, even if it starts in the Target checkout line. Would you do me a favor? If this resonated with you and you can think of someone who could benefit from this, would you share it with them? You can always reach me directly at Darcie at schoolsofhardknocks.com. If you have questions, want to share your story, or want to be featured on the show, could you also go ahead and do me one more favor and hit that follow button? I appreciate that so much. Hey, you've just taken another brick out of your wall. I'm going to see you on the next episode. I'd like to thank you for sharing your time with me today. And I'm so proud of you for stepping into your healing journey. Please share this with every single person that you know. I'm here to make the biggest impact possible, and I can only do that with you by my side. I hope you hit that follow button and you save me to your library so you never miss an episode. We just took another break out of your wall, and remember, with God, healing is always possible. I look forward to seeing you on the next episode.